Hey everybody. So I've talked a lot about the American plum being my favorite overall shrub for deer up here in Minnesota. I love the plum because it's mass producing, thicket forming, provides great cover for deer, and it provides good browse for deer as well. But if I were to pick one shrub strictly for forage, I know which shrub I would pick hands down. Let me show you. And that would be the red osier dogwood. Just look at the browse on this plant. This tree, or this shrub, has completely got annihilated. This is a big reason that our deer are able to make it through these nasty Minnesota winters. It is a fantastic, fantastic shrub for deer. Now this swamp is loaded with red osier dogwood, and the deer come through and they reset it every single winter. This is what happens. The deer nip it, so they chew it back down, then it sends up a new shoot. And what ends up happening is the deer nip it again. So the growth stops there. Now next year it's going to shoot a couple leads out that way, and it'll continue that process. But often they keep it browsed right down to the ground. So this food, for the most part, is able to stay within the deer's reach. Red osier dogwood easily plants from cuttings, so that's another huge benefit of it. You can plant lots of it very, very quickly. If I were to want to plant this particular plant from a cutting, what I would do is I would not take this. This was last year's growth. I would take the 2-year-old growth, which is right here, and I would cut it right there. I would trim off all the little branches, and then I would scrape along the bottom part that I'm going to be putting in the ground, and I would stick it. I would get a 2-foot cutting and stick it in 1 foot deep with that one side scraped along the side to encourage rooting. So huge benefit of red osier dogwood. If you already know where it's growing, you can grab hundreds of them and get hundreds of plants planted quickly. If you are going to be planting red osier dogwood, they tend to do best in areas like this where they have wet feet, but you can try them on an upland site. I have been successful planting them in areas that are not moist year-round. They just tend to do best in areas like this. This particular swamp is loaded with red osier dogwood and helps our deer out a lot in the winter. So if you get a chance this spring, grab yourself a pair of snips, get out and take some 2-year-old growth off the red osier dogwoods in your area, and give the deer a great browse species for the future. Y'all take care. God bless.